Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, CCX here. Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Woodfall Temple with Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we ended up entering the Woodfall Temple after giving Tingle's father a picture of him and then, you know, question why he's wearing tidy whities to begin with. And now in this part, we're going to actually finish off the Woodfall Temple. I promise you that. We are definitely going to finish it. Now, in this area, we actually can't do anything at all because we kind of lack the proper equipment. But every time we end up lacking the proper equipment, we end up getting the equipment just for us. So, yeah. Also, every single dungeon does not sport an item. It actually sports a bow upgrade. Yeah, to be honest, you guys can already guess what we're gonna be getting. Huh, which kind of is making me wonder. I could have actually waited until I got the bow to go ahead and get that stray fairy. But, I mean, I guess the bubbles work as well. Now, here's the thing. I'm not sure if I showcased this in Ocarina of Time. In fact, this is a much better commentary than Ocarina of Time, because holy crap. Oh, I guess I should also show you what happened. You know what? I'm not going to showcase that, because that's actually kind of dark when you go ahead and think about it. Anyways, just hit him once with a Deku Stick and he dies. Anyways, that was a Dino foe. If you fight him as a Deku, what's wrong with you? I mean, I know there's Deku flowers here and there, but that's cool. That's a nice thing. Look at that. Look at that. That is so. We can't even use it anymore. Anyways, that's cool. Why are there Deku flowers here? You can't fight Dino foes with a Deku unless you're really, really trying to prove something. And if you're trying to prove something, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, like I said, if you get burnt, that's it. We got ourselves the Hero's Bow, which they will keep this name constantly. In Twilight Princess as well, it's also called the Hero's Bow. I don't really understand that. I mean, in Twilight Princess, I probably sort of understand why it's called the Hero's Bow, but why is it always called the Hero's Bow? Like, they never really fully explained as to how these arrows, these items that we end up re-getting ends up appearing in other Zelda games. I never really understood that at all, and it always confused me ever since I've played Majora's Mask as to why is it called the Hero's Bow, and whose bow is it? Unless, you know, because here's the thing. In Ocarina of Time, it was called the Fairy's Bow, which I don't even know why it was even called the Fairy's Bow to begin with. I mean, the name Fairy Bow doesn't really make any sense, because unless it's enchanted by fairies or something. Anyways, we got this douche here, which I should go ahead and examine who he is before he punches me in the face. This is a Gecko, and he's pretty angry. It's pretty weak, too. It really shouldn't be making a fool out of you. Says the person who's not really doing the fighting. Anyways, end up slapping him a bit, and then he'll get pissed off, and he'll call a gigantic snapper, who has a very manly voice. And he makes, instead of making Gat Crab, he makes Gat Crab. I don't know what that means, but whatever. The goal is to flip over the turtle. Every time you flip it over, though, you end up getting yourself sporting some arrows. And what you need to do is you need to shoot him with an arrow. You cannot hit him a second time, and not to my knowledge. I've never really tried, but if there is a possibility of hitting him twice, then, well, then go nuts. And I missed. That is fantastic. Anyways, this is not really a very hard fight, but if you do manage to miss, he will eventually go back to his turtle. In fact, the turtle actually moves very, very slowly. I kind of find it cute. Sadly, the turtle was covering the flower, so I could not go ahead and actually enter it. Okay, that was dumb. Get back inside, Deku Link. We must face. I mean, I know I'm Deku Nick, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue now, does it? Alright. Look at that. It's so cute. He's so scared. And once he takes 3 shots of arrows, he'll revert back to his normal form, which is a frog. Yeah, you guys remember those frogs that we had to play the Ocarina in? Yeah, we don't have to do that in this game. In fact, we have to get ourselves a Pacific Mask to be able to actually communicate with those frogs, because Link does not speak Toad. As much as that would be very, very interesting. Like, what would that even sound like? Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Yeah, it'll be pretty much you cursing them out in their own language. Also, these thorns do not hurt you, even though they look like that they should. Thorns only hurt you if they are red, just like in Donkey Kong 64. Seriously, I really wonder back, like when I look back, hello little frog, goodbye little frog. I really look back, like the commentary for Legends of Ocarina of Time, I really don't like it. The audio is crap, everything else was crap, and I know I should not go ahead and be harboring back to my old days of commentary, but I just gotta, man. It's just, my goodness, man, it sucks. It's terrible. Anyways, what you want to do, and this is what you did in Ocarina of Time one time in the Forest Temple, is you shoot an arrow and it will be consumed by fire. When you do this, though, for some reason the flower purifies the water. I don't get it. I really don't. Also, Link still does sport his wonderful traditional... Okay, he doesn't do it here. He actually does it in the other temple. I mean, in another area. Also, the Venus flowers are now no longer Venus flowers. They're no longer dangerous. So now Link can go ahead and step on them without being eaten. But that's not the real reason why we're here. The real reason why we're here is we need to go and get this stray fairy down here. Because why not? And kabushki. And that is 10. There are 5 more left. And you guys are probably wondering, gee, he's getting all these stray fairies so quickly. Yeah, it's like it's his favorite game or something. Yeah, no. I mean, seriously, it's like it's my favorite game, guys. I told you, I love Majora's Mask so much that I actually don't have a problem in getting the stray fairies. People say that the stray fairies are very annoying, and even in Great Bay Temple, yeah, that's a temple. Ignore that. Actually, who cares? I mean, come on. I mean, it's not really much of a spoiler. Everybody's already been to the Great Bay. Okay, whatever. Yes, every single temple is sporting any area that you go to. That's what the temple is going to be called, except for Southern Swamp. That's probably like the only area I can think of that does not sport its temple name, because it's not called the Southern Swamp Temple. It's called the Woodfall Temple. Man, I am missing terribly. Let's try this again with gusto, okay? Let's try this again. Okay. Let's try this without fail. Come on, Link. We have to think that we're Green Arrow. Actually, you know what? Let's think we're Hawkeye. Booyah! Hawkeye. Because if we thought Green Arrow, we probably would have missed. I'm kidding. Green Arrow is, forget it. Green Arrow is Green Arrow. What do I care? Anyways, you can't really push those switches with Deku Link because, well, Deku Link is Deku Link, and he's a wood. He's wood. He's made out of wood. What do you think? Like, seriously, what do you think? He's not gonna be able to have the capabilities of pressing anything, guys. He's a friggin' wood. Anyways, let's continue on forward. I don't know why I thought there was a great stray fairy there. I don't know why I keep calling them great fairies. I know they're not great fairies, and I know they're stray fairies. In this chest, we find ourselves, another stray fairy. That is our 11th one. Booyah! And that means there are only 4 more left. It's not 4 more. Wait, yes it is. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, yeah, 4 more left. Okay. Oh, my God. Math, how do I not do it? Anyways, you want to shoot that one. Now, this room is actually really not that complicated. It's actually relatively funny. It's indeed funny. It's a thing. That's all I gotta say. There's a fairy there. There's a fairy over there. You'll actually find, it'll sport 2. And I recommend doing this. Just pop them all. Just do that. Just pop all 4 of them. And then just use the stray fairy mask and just get them all. And then you'll be fine. Yeah. That's pretty much what I do. End up, oh man, I didn't mean to get that. Oh well, who cares? Anyways, that's not where we want to go just yet. We want to go over here next so we can get the last few stray fairies. Which there'll be one over here. And there will be one last one up top waiting for us because why not? These guys loves us. And there's the last one. And that's how you get all the stray fairies in this temple, ladies and gentlemen. See, it's not that complicated. Well, actually, what I want to do is I want to actually go back. I want to go over here and then just attract them all. And the range for the attraction is very, very huge. So as long as you're in the room, they will always know that you're near. I don't know why they go ahead and not be afraid of the Great Fairy, but then again, to be honest, it's the Great Fairy. Nobody can resist her wonderful, beautiful face. I mean, look at this. Can you really say that you are afraid of this face? Look at it. It's so ugly. And that is all the stray fairies of Woodfall Temple. Yeah. I don't know why people would say that they have such a complication with that. I don't. But whatever. I mean, to each their own. I would say this, though. For your first time, you will have a complication in getting all this. Ah, crap. I forgot that he was there. Yeah. So, if you ever get knocked down. Whoa. What the crap? Let me just stand over here so I don't get hit. And let me just look up. And let me just shoot you. Goodbye. There we go. Let me shoot you too, because you're probably going to be annoying, and so are you. Alright, cool. Is that everybody? No, there's the dragonfly over there. We got to kill him because, you know, as much as I love dragonflies, they're really dangerous in this game, and they're really, really huge. I don't know why they're huge. Like, why are they huge? They are some very, very huge spiders. Okay, I am doing it. Okay, camera is like, the controls kind of gets messed up if the camera gets messed up. That's a lot of problems with a lot of 3D games. But anyways, what you want to do, you want to quickly as possible. There is no ticking time limit, but you kind of don't want to be in that area when the flames come back up. I'm not sure if the ring of fire hurts you. Also, don't bother dropping for those red rubies. Don't be greedy. Do not be greedy. You want to be here. Not out there. Here. Does it reset? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Whatever. I don't feel like waiting. Now, the very first boss that we're going to be facing is not only a deity that most people have praised. This is actually the first boss that they introduced in the trailer. And there are also some bombs too. You guys know that there's a gold Deku flower there. That is completely useless in this game. In this game, it's useless. In the remake, however, that flower is useful. In fact, Odolwa is the masked jungle warrior. And he makes some very, very wonderful sounds. And he fights like a regular warrior, so be careful. But if you're like me, and I'm just gonna show you how to go and actually kill this guy in like quick instant. Just do this, do a bunch of that, okay, or I can just totally miss. Okay, Odolwa, you're being annoying. My dear friend, I'm gonna have to tell you to calm it down a little, my boy. Now, Odolwa has some very, very interesting attacks. And now here's the thing. If you can manage to go ahead and just do that repeatedly, he kind of is relatively easy to beat. I will go ahead and let him showcase his other attacks if I don't go ahead and become like a masochistic person and just decide to kill him instantly. He is very smart though, so you have to wait for him to attack first. In fact, I'll let Tatala go ahead and talk about him. If he starts dancing and you don't run, well, then I really can't help you. Thanks, Tattle! Anyway, let's just drop this bomb and just keep hitting him. Okay, nope, and whoa, that was close. Now, after a while, once you have done enough damage to Odolwa, he will go ahead and do a random dance where he'll drop a bunch of spiders or bugs or whatever. Man, somebody's shitting that. Somebody's crapping their pants from this. Anyways, as he dances around the bomb. Wow, that didn't hit him, really? Okay, Odolwa. Whoa, I never seen him do that before. That's a new one. Okay, I know that dance. That dance is his tribal dance. And he's dead. Alright, now there is another attack that he does which he spawns moths. As I said before, the moths are attracted to bombs. To be able to get rid of all of them, all you do is just throw a bomb flower and then they'll explode. And then they'll all die, so you don't really have to worry about it. He also has another move where he sets up a ring of fire, but I've played this game so many times that I never see those moves ever again. Except for the bug part. Unless the only time I actually see the bug part is if I screw up the timing of stunning him. You can actually get him in an endless stun. So, yeah, that's always great. Anyways, once you've killed Odolwa, you have seized Odolwa's remains. You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mass has kept imprisoned within the body of the evil Odolwa. And with that, that is the completion of the first temple, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for plot. And this is the main plot. As I said before, that there was a bunch of other songs. Like I mentioned, the Elegant of Emptiness, the Sonata of Awakening, the Lullaby, and the Bossa Nova. There is one more song that I forgot to mention. What's that? I love this song, by the way, that's playing right now. It's a very beautiful song. There's also remixes of it too, and just wonderful. In fact, there's one remix that I'll let you guys hear, and you guys probably already know who that's from already. Wait, listen, it seems to be saying something. Could that crying be its way of teaching us some sort of melody? You got that from him making all that sound? Oh, well, alright, whatever. Also, don't think that you can actually come in this area as a Deku, because if you go through the portal, you actually revert back to young Link. So, yeah, that's kind of disappointing. You can't come here with it. I'm going to let you guys listen to the wonderful Oath of Order theme. You learn the Oath to Order. I always pronounce it Oath of Order. I don't know why. I guess Oath to Order. Well, I guess that makes sense because you are technically ordering it to show up. Basically, this is what Tell was talking about. Do 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 do. Click 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 click. Call us, and we shall stop you. Who is this us? I don't see you. Also, once you have completed the temple, you will be shown what happens after. Enjoy this while you can, because you only see this in 2 areas. In the other 2 areas, you don't really see this that much. You only see it once, is what I should more so say. You only see it once in those 2. Well, actually, no. You don't even see it in the 3rd area at all. So, what am I even talking about? You see it in the 4th area, but you only, like I said, you only see it once, and that's it. But, whatever. And after all that adventure, for some reason, Tato ends up having a wonderful, the 4 people Tell talked about. Do you think he was talking about the spirit that was sealed inside that mask? I guess that makes sense. Oh, hey, you were pretty good up there. Have you done this before or what? Oh, yeah, sure. I've defeated a spider named Goma, some random dragon dinosaur thing, and some baronet electric thing. Anyways, Tato is really saying that she's very sorry for all the stuff that we did. And also to our horse. If my horse is dead, I'm ripping off your wings. Just remember that. There, I apologize, so don't hold it against me. I wasn't holding anything against you. To be honest, I actually didn't really care. So now the next step is to the mountains. Let's hurry and do something about that Skull Kid. You make it sound like it's so easy. Oh, but what's that? We found the Deku Princess herself. Let's cut over this and let's go to the it. Wait, what? Hello. My name is Lonk. What? Who are you? Nick. Pleased to meet you. I am the Deku Princess. Well, courtesy's all mine. Oh, yeah, your father is actually going to go ahead and fry up your boyfriend. I'm pretty sure that if you guys are going to date or anything, you kind of want to do it now and say that you love him before he's monkey's food. I was worried that when I didn't come home, my father would think that monkey kid kidnapped me. I was so worried that my father would even go so far to put... Ugh, man, that is just... Don't tell me. Are you serious? Is father actually doing that? Yeah, another hasty decision, father. Oh, man. Well, we haven't any time to lose. Quickly, Could you please okay, now this part actually screwed me up. I actually did not know what to even do in this part, so I was really confused. You're actually supposed to take out the bottle and stuff her inside the bottle. Also, what's kind of messed up is that there's an area where you can actually sell this, and you can, I think you can actually sell her. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Well, actually, no, I'm probably thinking of the other thing that you can sell. Alright. Before I end the part, I want to get 2 items before we head back. Because like I said, I don't want these parts to stretch out way too long than they're supposed to. Trust me. So, what we want to do first, once you've gotten all the stray fairies, you've noticed that there was a big gaping hole. Also, once you've destroyed the evil spirit, most of the enemies will kind of be gone. So, you actually don't really have to worry about them. Thank goodness for that, because that would have been really annoying. Also, if you have the time slowed down and you know the temple by heart, you actually can finish the temples in 1 day cycle. Not day and night, mind you. You can probably always finish it in like 1 cycle per day. So, you know, you just gotta be good. That's all I can really say. You just gotta be good. Over there, it's just ruby, so don't really worry too much about it. Now, the main attraction is in that cave over there. Once you have gotten all 15 stray fairies, you can come into this cave over here. In fact, you kind of can go ahead and see why you need to collect 15 in the first place. If you actually come here early, there is barely any fairies in here flying about, so it's kind of really weird. Also, another thing you can do is you can actually come here early whenever you get a stray fairy, and you can also, put them in the fountain. I don't know why you would do that. Like, look how prettier the model is when she has different color hair. And this is not the same pink hair as we've seen in Ocarina of Time. This is actually a different model of the hair. And I like it. Like, this hair could be like, this fairy could be sported from Hyrule Warriors now that I think about it. But she'll teach us the traditional sword technique, which I have to say is a lot better in Majora's Mask than it is in any of the other Zelda games. Why? Because remember the whole quarter circle rotation thing that you normally always do? Yeah, you actually get the automatics red version of the spin attack. So you can see how broken this spin attack is in Majora's Mask and it compares to any of the other Zelda games. Because, well, in the other Zelda games, in Twilight Princess especially, the spin attack charges up, so you can't spam it as much as you can. So you have to, you spin, and then you have to wait for it to charge, and then you can spin again. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I guess I understand why, because they didn't want to break the game. But yeah, in the Majora's Mask, it's automatically red. In Ocarina of Time, it's always blue, and you always have to charge it to get the red part. Alright, now there's one more attraction that we need to do. Alright, you know what? I probably could just go ahead and just showcase the monkey. But nights of the second day, 36 hours remaining. Huh. You know what? I'm actually trying to figure out if we can complete those side quests now before I reset the day. So I guess I will end the part after I get this, because the thing is, when we save the princess, when we get this princess back, I kind of want to go ahead and do some other stuff before we leave Southern Swamp. So yeah, I'm gonna end the part here, and this is a heart piece that you can go ahead and get right here. Yeah, it's just right here. Anyways, guys, that will be the end of both the Woodfall and the 2 major things that we need to get in this area: the heart piece and also the spin attack. I've been CCX, and the next part will be taking the princess back to her father so she can go ahead and punish him back. Anyways, CCX, over and out of here. See yas.